Good morning, students. Our next concept is orthogonal matrix. So, a square matrix A is said to be orthogonal if A into A transpose is equal to A transpose into A is equal to I. Okay. So take one example for the orthogonal matrix. If we take already we know about this matrix root 3 by 2 2 minus 2 root 3 by 2. If you take this matrix, let us take some A. What is A transpose? Root 3 by 2 2 minus 2 root 3 by 2. Yes. If you multiply these two matrices, this is one of the example, not exactly. See, root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. What you have? 3 by 4. Plus 2 into 2. Oh, sorry, here you take some 1 by 2 you take. Okay. Then 1 by 2 into first row to first column. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. 1 by 4. Next. Same first row to second column. Root 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 2. Minus root 3 by 4. 1 by 2 into root 3 by 2. Plus root 3 by 4. Next one. Minus 1 by 2 second row to first column. Minus 1 by 2 into root 3 by 2. Minus root 3 by 4. Root 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. Plus root 3 by 4. Next. Minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2. 1 by 4. Plus root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. 3 by 4. So what is this matrix here? 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4. 4 by 4, that is 1. Minus root 3 by 4 plus root 3 by 4, 0. This is also 0. This is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, 1. So what is this? This is I. Like these matrices are called orthogonal matrices. Now, determinant of this orthogonal matrix is always equal to plus or minus 1. Once you see. Determinant of orthogonal matrix. We can go directly with an example or by proof also we can do. So previous example, you take the matrix and you find out the determinant. You get either plus 1 or minus 1. Not exactly plus or minus 1. If you get plus 1 or minus 1. Once you see here, how you prove that one? See, so when you can say matrix is orthogonal matrix, if A into A transpose is equal to I, then that matrix is called orthogonal matrix. Use this condition. So go for determinant of A into A transpose. Both sides you apply determinant. See, already you know very well, determinant of A into B. This is also one of the property, just remember. So, determinant of A into B is equal to det A into det B, very very important. Or, determinant of A, B, C is equal to det A into det B into det C. Like that. You can take any number of matrices. Similarly, I am giving here only one condition based on determinants. If you have det A into det A into det A up to n times is there, for suppose. How can you write this n times? This is nothing but det A power n. Det A power n you can write like this. What is this determinant value? Det A power n is nothing but det A whole power n. Why? So based on this property, this one you can write as det A into det A into det A into and so on n times you can write. So det A into det A into det A up to n times is nothing but det A whole power n, because of 2 into 2, 2 square, 2 into 2 into 2, 2 cube, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, up to 4 times 2 power 4, up to n times 2 power n, like that. Det A into det A into det A into det A up to n times det A power n. So det A power n is equal to det A whole power n. So this is also one of the property, just remember. Anyhow, now come to this property. Now come to this problem. So this one you can det A into det A transpose. So this is A into B, like here A transpose in the place of A transpose, just to understand B. So then what can I write? det A into det A transpose is equal to det I value 1. Determinant of any order of identity matrix or unit matrix is equal to 1. So already we know that determinant of A transpose is nothing but determinant of A only. So det A into det A is equal to 1. So det A into det A, you can write det A square. Det A square is equal to 1 means if x square is equal to some, if x square is equal to A, then x is equal to plus or minus A. You know very well. Similarly, if det A square is equal to 1, then det A is equal to how much? Plus or minus 1. So this is one of the important property. Okay. Next one. Next, one example you take here. If next one, singular matrix. Before going to example, you go to definition of this one. Singular matrix. A square matrix A is said to be singular if determinant of A is equal to 0. Singular means determinant of A is equal to 0. Non-singular means determinant of A is not equal to 0. So non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. So a square matrix A is said to be non-singular if determinant of A is not equal to 0. Okay. So based on this one, you take one example. If determinant of 8 minus 6, 2 minus 6, 7 minus 4, 2 minus 4 x is a, or if you take A is equal to, this is the matrix you take, is a singular matrix, then find value of x. Here they given one unknown value, x. See, you have to find out this value of x. See, singular matrix means, what can you say? Det A is equal to 0. So go for determinant of A. What it is? Determinant of A is equal. Directly you can expand with any row or column. Just you go for plus, minus, plus. So plus 8 into, leave the row and column passing to this side. So what you have? 7 minus 4 minus 4x. So cross multiplication. 7 into x, 7x. Minus of, minus into minus plus, 4 4s are 16. Next, here minus of minus 6. That means plus 6 you get. Into, leave the row and column passing through 6. We have minus 6 minus 4, 2x. So minus 6x. Next minus 2 into minus 4 minus 8. Minus into minus plus 8. Next plus 2 into, use the one column passing through 2. Minus 6 into minus 4. 6 4s are 24. Minus 2 7s are 14. So this value is equal to what here? 0. So here det A is equal to 0. This means this is equal to 0. So what can you say here? 8 7s are 56x minus 128. 16 8s are minus 6 6s are 36x plus 48 plus 24 minus 14 10. 10 2s are 20 is equal to 0. So this implies, if you simplify this one, then the value of x becomes to 3. Or if you simplify what you have, 56x minus 36x, 20x, minus 128 plus 68. So minus 128 plus 68 becomes to 6 equal to 0. So 20x is equal to 60. So 20 here 3 times going. So x is equal to 3. That is your required answer. Okay. Next one. Maximum and minimum values of a determinant whenever they given entries. by using given entries. Maximum and minimum. Minimum values of a determinant. Okay. So how to do this one? Also see one example. Find the maximum and minimum values of determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. Whatever may they ask you, any order of the matrix, 3 by 3 matrix whose elements belongs to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever may be the given elements, no problem. So to find maximum or minimum values of determinant of any order, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, whatever may be. So if they given entries 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, they didn't give matrix, but they given entries. To find the maximum or minimum values, we have to do one thing. We have to get a matrix that should be like this. Take all principal diagonal elements should be zeros, and you take here in the given elements which one is the highest. That one you have to consider. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. For this matrix, you find out the determinant. This is the procedure. Get A is equal to plus minus plus 0 into. Leave the round column passing through 0. So we have 0, 4, 4, 0. 0 into 0, 0. Minus 4 into 4, 16. Minus 4 into. Leave the round column passing through 4. What you have? 4, 4, 4, 0. 4 into 0, 0. Minus 4, 4s are 16. Plus 4 into. Leave the round column passing through 4. What you have? 4, 4s are 16. Minus 0. Simplify. This is minus 0 in anything is 0. Minus into minus plus. 4 16s are 64. 4 16s are 64. So this is nothing but 128. So what you get the value here 128. This is, if you get minus 128, that is the minimum value. If you get plus 128, this is the maximum value. But whatever may be here, the maximum minimum values having the same value 128 but in opposite sign. Okay, if you get here, you got here 128. This is the maximum value, and the minimum value becomes to minus 128 only. Whenever if you get negative value, directly if you get negative value, that will be minimum value, and the positive value becomes to maximum value. So here minimum is equal to minus 128. Maximum is equal to plus 128. That is your answer. For whatever be they given the problem. Okay. So if you get the positive, that is itself maximum. If you get the negative, that itself minimum. So opposite sign you take, that will be remaining values. Okay. So for suppose if you get here minus 30, directly that is the minimum value, plus 30 will be maximum value. If you get minus 128, that will be minimum value, and plus 128 becomes to maximum value. Okay. This is the way to find out maximum minimum values. Now next concept. Standard results. If you know these results, if you remember these results, we can do the problems in quickly. Okay. So first one is, for all x belongs to R, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, this value always equal to 0. So determinant of x, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4 is always equal to 0. Okay. To take one example here, take 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. See, here x will be 1, x plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 4. Here x act as 1. So whenever you have like this value is always equal to 0. See, if you want to expand this one, plus minus plus, this is equal to 1 into, leave the one column passing through 1. 3, 4, 4, 5. 3 5s are 15 minus 4 4s are 16. Next, minus 2 into, leave the one column passing through 2. 2, 4, 3, 5. 2 5s are 10 minus, sorry, 4 3s are 12. Plus 3 into, leave the one column passing through 3. 2 4s are 8 minus 9. So 15 minus 16 minus 1. So 10 minus 12. Minus 12 minus into minus, that is minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4. 8 minus 9 minus 1. So it is minus 3. So minus 1 minus 3 plus 4. That value becomes to 0. Okay. This is one of the standard results. Whenever you see like this, not only 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. But suppose if you have, it is 2001, 2002, 2000. 2001, 2002, 2003. Next 2002, 2003, 2004. Like that, whenever you have that value also equal to 0. Okay. So next standard result. For all x belongs to R. Here, for all x belongs to R means here x may be any real number, no problem. X square, same, x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square, x plus 1 whole square, x plus 2 whole square, x plus 3 whole square. Next, x plus 2 whole square, x plus 3 whole square, x plus 4 whole square. This is always equal to minus 8. This value is always equal to minus 8. Clear? See, if you want to do this problem, on an example here, take some x is equal to 1. 0 also we can take, no problem. Okay, if you want to take x is equal to 0, what do you have? 0. 0 plus 1, 1 square means 1. This is 2 square means 4. Here, by this one, I am taking x is equal to 0. How it will be? Like that I am taking the numbers. So this is 1, this is 4, this is 9. Next, 4, 9, 16. See, expand this one, what do you have? Plus, minus, plus. 0 into, leave the one column passing through 0. 4 16s are 64 minus 81. Minus 1 into, leave the one column passing through 1. 1 9, 4 16. So 1 16s are 16 minus 9 4s are 36. Plus 4 into, leave the one column passing through 4. 1 9s are 9 minus 4 4s are 16. See here, 64 minus 81. How it will be? So 6 17. 17 minus 16 minus 36 minus 20, that is plus 20, plus 9 minus 16 minus 7, minus, that is nothing but 4 7s are 28. See, this is 17 plus 20, 37. 37 minus 28. 37 minus 28. See here, I think so 64 minus 81, that is minus 17. Okay, so minus 17 plus 20, that is 3. 3 minus 28, sorry here, 0 into, actually 0 into minus 17. So this value becomes to 0. So no need, right? So 0 plus 20 minus 28, that means nothing but minus 8. So this is our required answer. Okay, calculation here 0. So 0 into anything is 0. Okay, next one, next property is, so always this is always true. For what value of x? 0, 1, 2, 3. For our convenience, I have taken here 0. So if you want to take 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever will be minus 1, minus 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, what number you take, you get the same answer. Okay. Next property is very